Hi everyone, Tiffany here, and welcome to some Friday fun and my quilting live. So I actually am on a totally different time than I normally would be. But I have all day to work on a pattern that I wrote, and see, you can't see that, but I can. So I wrote this pattern, and I'm going to put it together because I'm really curious as to what it looks like, because I wrote it while I was recovering in bed from surgery. And yeah, I know it's like I said, it's a different time for me to be on. So hi Vicky, hi Betty. So right now I mostly have my pieces, but I'm going to explain to you what we got going on, how much yardage, and so on. So this pattern I wrote to make with any type of pre-cut that you can make strips from. So I'm using a Tonga Treats by Timeless Treasures. They're 6-inch strips by the width of fabric, and they're batiks, and there is 20 of them. But I have subcut them down, and I'll give you guys those measurements in a second. But this pattern also, here's another one that's more batiks if you want 6-inch strips. They sell these at Tuesday morning, so you can go pick one up at Tuesday morning if you want to follow along with something like this. But also you can use a regular 2.5-inch strip jelly roll, the jelly roll that has 40 or 42 pieces. So we are going to, besides needing this, you need 2.5 yards of a background color, which I haven't even cut anything up of that. I pressed it. It's nice. I just need to bring it over here and cut it. And then your background color needs its own accent background color, which is a second background color or accent color, which you need 3/4 of a yard for, which I have right here in front of me. You probably can't see that too well, but I chose a tan and a black for this project because my batiks are browns and blacks. So many shades of browns and blacks. One of them is a couple of them are kind of got some blue accents, but mainly browns and blacks. Hi, Michelle. Let's see, got 12 inches of snow last night. Some rain, it was heavy. Wow, that's a lot of snow. Hi, Sandy. Yes, I'm on earlier because I have quite a bit of a day to work on my new pattern that I designed. So I want to get you guys going and started if whoever wants to follow this. So again, you can either use the Timeless Treasures Tonga Treats for this, which are 6-inch strips, and there's 20 of them. Or you can use the batik rolls. There's 20 strips of these, and they're 6-inch strips by width of fabric. Or you can use a jelly roll, as long as you have 2.5 yards of a background color, and then your background color gets its own accent color as well. So I'm using brown and I'm using black. So on the accent color, you need 3/4 of a yard for it. See, I did all the measurements for this one first, guys. So I'm going to get started. I have my accent color here that goes to my background. My background's accent color is up here, and then I'll tell you what these are right here. So I'm going to move these out of my way, and there's going to be babies running through here today, as well as Scott, because they're running free today while I work on this. So what we're going to do with your 6-inch strips, or if you're using 2.5-inch strips, you don't have to do any of that, but you're going to need an accent color if you're using 2.5-inch strips for your main colors. So what I have done, and if you're using the other accent for the background color, then you need a yard and a half of your accent color if you're going to use jelly roll strips. I hope that's not confusing.
Just one.
Can you take those away from her, because the crunchiness is going to affect the video. Okay, so what I did was I cut my 6-inch strips down to 2.5-inch strips, and then that last 1 inch,
Come back up there, Tree.
1-inch strip that comes off of it, that last 1-inch strip, and I moved all my colors around. So I would need 10 lights and 10 darks. So I paired up lights and darks. As you can see right here, contrasting colors. I paired up contrasting colors, lights and darks, and put light with dark and dark with light, as you can see. And I made myself some pretty contrasting. So again, there's 10 lights and 10 darks, and I just swapped. I chose sets and then cut and swapped. So I'll just stack these out of the way. So again, that's 2.5-inch strips, two 2.5-inch strips, and one 1-inch strip of a contrasting. So I swapped them around. If you're going to use just one contrasting color, you need more of your accent color if you want. But I chose the Tonga treats because I wanted to move everything around.
Poop. Yes. Pippy's on
I'm okay. Yep, you don't need that. We're going to clean all those up. All right. So like I said, there's going to be kids running around today in here. So I'm just going to move my strips over here. And what we're going to do before I cut my backgrounds and all that is I am going to start piecing these together. Two 2.5-inch strips and one 1-inch strip.
Put the white piece away.
And we're going to start by using a 2.5-inch strip.
Put the white piece away.
And we're going to take this 1-inch strip. Oh, and for this project, you need the strip tube ruler. I don't know how well you can see that. This project is going to need the strip tube ruler. And if you don't have a strip tube ruler, it's okay. We need an 8.5-inch square ruler if you don't have the strip tube, okay? That will also work. I think that one. Hold on, we're going to make sure. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to need, the 8.5-inch.
Yep, let's take that to the trash. You and me. We'll go. Yeah.
Yep. So it's just a little bit bigger because that's where our cut is going to be. But an 8.5-inch ruler or a 9-inch ruler, one of those will all work. As long as if that's all you have is a square and you don't have a strip tube ruler. But I'm using the strip tube ruler for this project. So, all right, we're going to start by taking the one strip.
I told you to put all those.
And then our 1-inch strip, so a 2.5-inch strip, a 1-inch strip. We're going to put them right sides together, and I'm going to just sew down it, the whole entire thing. And I think for this project, I'm actually going to swap out to black thread because it's a pretty dark project. Can you grab me a black over there?
Black
thread. The roll of black thread.
Yeah. This one?
The black, yeah. It's black because there's a navy over there.
Oh, I didn't know if there's
black.
different. This one looks pretty black.
Yep, that's black. Cooking more stuff, Vicky, huh? Breads and pastries and stuff.
Don't talk about food, y'all gonna make me hungry.
They always make me
I've
hungry
only
when
eaten
they
twice
start.
so far today.
They always talk about food.
I need to
Food
eat.
always makes me hungry too. So let me thread my machine real quick. It's super easy to thread this Juki.
Hannah.
I'm glad you guys could all join me today early on a Friday. It's only 10:16 a.m. here. But I figured 10 a.m. was good enough time to start. Hey, I'm hoping to be able to just do the whole thing in one day. We'll see.
Come here.
At least for me, I can do it all in one day. That's good, Vicky. You should. All right, so I'm going to sew down. And you want to make sure that you're using a 1/4-inch seam. Make sure, because that is very important with this project, is having a perfect 1/4-inch seam as best as you can get it. And if you're like me and need a seam guide, throw the seam guide on, but you want a 1/4-inch seam. Whoa, she's yanking.
She didn't want to say hi. She tried
Come
to
here,
say
come
hi.
say hi.
Athena Grump Butt. Say hi.
Look at right there. Tell everyone hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hey, my name is Triana.
I'm sewing.
Okay, now come play.
Oops. It'd be
Now
nice to
come
have
play.
my stitch length down as well. That's a lot of years, Vicky. A lot of years. On April 20th, Vicky will have been married to her husband for 40 years.
That's good.
That's very good.
That's awesome. That's what we're striving for.
All right, so I'm just going to sew this on all the way down. Keeping my 1/4 inch seam, keeping these lined up. Batiks are really easy to work with. Once you line them up, they kind of stay. It's really good because they don't really move around like other fabrics do. So it's easy to flow right through them. Oh yes, I'm up here sewing. So all the way down with a 1/4 inch seam. All right, so now what I'm going to do is this little dinky piece, I am going to press it towards this dark piece with my finger and make sure that it's stretched open. And if you need to take it to the iron and you don't want to finger press, that's okay. Just press it towards this little dark piece, the 1 inch strip. Making sure I open it all the way along the way, holding it open with one finger, sliding my other finger down. Finger press. If you have a little finger pressing tool, that works good too, but batiks press really amazing, so that's a good thing. All right, I'm gonna come back to the beginning, and now I'm going to take my second piece, my matching color, and I'm gonna put it right sides together on this little 1 inch piece side, so that will give me one on each side. And I'm going to sew down this with a 1/4 inch seam. Again, making sure you have a really good 1/4 inch seam. Line it up nicely and just sew on down.
Vicky says the little quilter's so cute, Tree. They're talking about you. Vicky said our little quilter, she's cute.
Yep. I think it's time for a full of. She smells. Go.
Triana, come on.
Go. Go.
Come on. Let's go potty.
Go get on the potty.
Let's go potty.
Okay, so just sewing down. My 1/4 inch seam. Lining them up, keep them nice and aligned. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my piece and I'm going to move it to this side so that it's easier to finger press this to the dark. So again, I'm just going to slide my finger down, holding the fabric open so that I don't get a crease or anything. Just finger press down the whole entire thing. So you should have a unit that looks like this. And it's 5 inches, just what we want. So it should be 5 inches. Got to make sure. So I don't want to tell you guys anything wrong. So I'm going to just take and put this piece over on my ironing board and just start sewing the rest. All these little sets. Can you use a laptop or just a computer? I am using a laptop. It's as long as it's a computer. All right, so again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take one. I'm going to take my contrasting color. Right sides together. And I'm just going to sew my 1/4 seam, and I'm going to do it to every single one of these. So while you guys are here, we're going to do every single one. At least I'm going to attempt to get them all done. Keeping them nice and lined up. My machine is sewing itself away from me. It doesn't like when I go super fast. Okay, Sandy, that's fine. You do what you got to do. I'm on at a totally different time, so obviously you guys all have things to do. Put my water down. Just spread it and press, making sure you're not pressing any creases, because the creases press super easy, especially on batiks. It's really easy to put a little crease in it accidentally. So you want to make sure that you're spreading those seams open and drawing your finger down it. You can use the palm of your finger if you don't have fingernails. It works just as easy. Or you can use one of those finger pressers. Or if you have an iron right next to you, use that. So right sides together for the next piece. I'm just going to sew this one on now. Again, if you want, you can use 2.5-inch strips.
Strips.
Yeah.
Strips. Strips. Let's see.
Yeah. Sorry, my phone is going off.
Poo. A poo. Poo.
Yeah.
Photo of
Yeah, making sure we're keeping this lined up.
Mama.
Hi, Linda.
Mama.
Welcome.
Mama. A cheese.
Oh, thank you. I try.
I try.
Yep, I try. Today is Fun Friday. New pattern. I'm using batiks. It's very fun. It's going to be very fun. Sometimes I just can't wait to put together a pattern that I wrote. And this one is a faster pattern that can hopefully be put together in just a few hours. The only thing that I won't be able to do today live is the borders, because I had to order some border fabric for this, because I'm trying to keep it all petite. So I ordered some online for my second border for this. So if I don't get the whole thing pieced together today, borders will be the next, once my fabric comes. So again, I'm going to flip the piece this way so that I can press this towards my middle color. My little helper today just so happens to have to be on my lap. Hey, can't be on the piece though while I'm trying to do this. So I'm just going to use my hands, spreading it apart.
Wow.
I'm going to press the whole thing down. Whoa, awesome. You think this is awesome? I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's super awesome. All right, so again, I'll have a piece that looks like this. It should be 5 inches.
It is.
So I'm just going to throw them out of the way because obviously it's hard with the baby to get up and down. I shouldn't say baby, I should say toddler, huh? Because she's just a big old toddler.
Baby.
All right, again, my two 2.5 inch strips.
Chips.
Yep, strips. We're going to open it up. I'm going to put them right sides together. With batiks, it's hard to tell which side is the right side and which side is the wrong, but if you don't know, then it doesn't matter. If you can't tell, then it don't care. Now we're just going to sew on down this one now. With my little sewing helper who's blocking my view.
Boo-boo. Boo-boo.
Hi, Duana.
Boo-boo.
Today is a new pattern I am making from a Timeless Treasures Tonga Treats, and I designed, or you can use 2.5 inch strips.
Chips.
Yes, strips. And then a background. We need 2.5 yards, but I'm using 3 because I want to make sure I have enough. And then an accent for that background is 3/4 of a yard. And I'm pretty sure you guys might need a little helper too, to put together. A little helper.
Hot there.
Hi, Diane.
Hot there.
Yeah, got a little helper. Got to have a little, wait, hold on. Yeah, put your hat on, but Tiffy's got to be able to see right here. Just make sure you keep them lined up. Obviously, you're probably not sewing with a baby on your lap, but I'm going to keep them lined up, so all the way down. You know, this is kind of hard with you on my lap, kiddo, right? Just going to make my foot go numb and I won't be able to touch the pedal. Yeah. All right. Yes, thank you. Yes, they say you're a beautiful little helper.
Hot there.
Yeah, beautiful little helper. So now I'm just going to finger press this or use the palm of your finger. Make sure that there's no crease or fold when you do this, or take it over to the iron if you want.
Anna.
And I'm just going to keep going this whole stack. There should be 20 sets. And obviously you can use 2 different colors with an accent color. Like if you're using 2.5 inch strips and you don't have sets of 2 in your 2.5 inch strips, then you can make them 2 different colors on each side. But I prefer the way I drew it out to have the same color on each side. So now I'm going to grab my next piece, right sides together, and try our best to keep this aligned with the toddler on our lap.
Yeah.
Put a starter stitch, then line it up and sew all the way down. I'm sewing it onto the 1 inch strip. Just keep that 1/4 inch seam. You have to keep that 1/4 inch seam, or else it's going to change the size of this strip very much. The only thing about working with a 1 inch strip in the middle is it will change the size if it's not done correctly. Bless you, baby girl.
Teresa says you have the patience of Job.
What, to sit here with the baby on my lap?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess. In our line of work, you have to have patience.
Yeah.
Which is one thing I'm very lacking on, but they've taught me
All right,
patience.
get yourself that way. Come
Every
on,
day
yeah.
they teach me more and more.
If you can't sew as fast with you right here. I want to sew fast and get it done. I gotta get all I can done in one video. So. No, don't do that. My machine just wants to come off this table. Ugh. again, I'm going to flop the whole piece around so that I can open it up so that this one goes towards the center. I want to press them all towards the center because then it gives me one flat piece. See? So you can't even tell that that's there if you press it to the center. And again, these are batiks, so you really can't see through them very well when it comes to a different color fabric and, you know, behind something. They don't really show through that much.
Yeah.
So I'm pressing it towards the middle. Tree.
Off.
No, leave it on.
Off.
On, because you're just going to go to school. You got to have them on when you go to school.
Push.
Yeah.
Push.
You going to walk to school today?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to keep repeating this process over and over and over. So pretty much it's like, when you look on the back side, it's like you never cut the fabric. So I'm just going to keep going. I did my contrasting colors. So every piece has a contrasting color to go with it.
Tiff.
I made sure I chose ahead of time. So I used 10 on the Tonga treats. I used 10 lights and 10 darks. I separated them into piles so that they would contrast each other. I even pressed everything before cutting just to make sure everything's nice and straight. So 2.5 inch strips, 1 inch strip off the end. So 2.5 inch strips and a 1.5 inch strip you will get off of your 6 inch Tonga treat strip. That's why I said you can use a jelly roll. My 1/4 inch seam got a little skinny right there. There we go. Keeping it nice and straight. What? Yeah, go play with Sissy. We tried the rubber squares. I think they're small razors. You know that this machine actually has rubber things underneath it too, but it still slides on the table with the rubber things that are built onto the machine, and the little anti-slip like cupboard type mat that's under it also slips around. I don't know why all this stuff moves. My only other option is to like put a piece of wood across the back, drill it to the table to keep the machine from going anywhere. Because all it does is want to move that way. It moves the way that the sewing goes through. That's the way it goes. So someday I will figure it out. I kind of wanted to drop it into the table, but we have to build a like a tray underneath the table to put the machine on anyway. And it has to be accurate because I want it to be flush with the table. So cut wise, that's why we haven't chopped it open yet, because I want to make sure everything will be accurate, you know. All right, line these up and sew on down again. Again, if you want to press between every, without finger pressing, and just go and press it at the ironing board, it works just the same. Obviously, finger pressing makes it so much easier to iron. That's why I do that. color doesn't have to be solid. You guys know me, I use a lot of solids, and your accent color doesn't have to be a solid either for the background and accent, the other colors that are needed for this. Hi, Suburban Hill. Hey, you know, Suburban Hillbilly, you won the drawing. If you would email me, you won the drawing for that pattern. Did you go away? Looks like it. Well, if you watch it later, then get in touch with me by email so I know where to send the pattern. All right, so here's another one. This is why we needed the contrasting color. Looks really cool. So throw it out of the way, grab another set, and just keep sewing. One side sometimes looks better than the other. Yeah, so I'm going to assume that this is the right side of this fabric. Okay, yeah, I saw that. My comments don't come in as fast as you guys see them. Or as fast as you guys write them, I should say. It's got a slight delay. Very important part of this pattern is making sure that these 1/4 inch seams are correct. That's the most important part. Because if not, you won't have a 5-inch strip when you're done. And also this quilt should be, oh my God, I can't even think now. It should be around 70 inches wide by like 90 inches long or 85 inches long, something like that when it's done. Don't count on me having a correct one, number there though, because you guys know I never have that part correct. I usually just measure it when it's done. And since this is my first time making it, I'm not sure just yet. But it should be pretty big. Because in reality, it's being made with 2 jelly rolls. In reality, you know what I mean? The equivalent of 2 jelly rolls. And 2 jelly rolls makes a queen size quilt. So, and if there was 2 jelly rolls in accent color, you could make, and accents and backgrounds, you could make a king size quilt. Or 2 jelly rolls alone with a background make queen. So, should be a pretty big quilt. And you know me, I like to make the bigger quilts. Hi, Marla. I figured since it's a weekday, obviously not very many people would be joining today, but I came on because I need to get this done. Because I want to see what my design is going to look like. I have another one that I'm really anxious to do, but that one I need a lot of time to do because it's going to take a lot of time. So one of the patterns I wrote just takes too long, and this one's one of those quicker projects. So that's why I decided to come on today, early in the day, so that by later today, I can come back on and it'll be done. If I get enough time today to do it, obviously. But every time I work on it today, no matter what I do, there will be kids running in and out. All right, another one done. I just love, so when you take this apart, your 1/4 inch seems to be so good that it looks like the two pieces were never cut. All right, so I'm just going to keep sewing. Again, it's 2.5 inch strips with a 1 inch strip, and I cut mine off a Tonga treat. So if you're going to use a different accent color, then you want to make sure you have 2.5 inch strips and 1 inch strip, which you need 3/4 of a yard to do a whole jelly roll if you're using a jelly roll. And then the background color and its accent color needs 2.5 yards for the background color and then 3/4 of a yard for an accent color. Just so you know. I'll try to repeat that as often as possible for anybody that's new joining today. I slowed my machine down just a little so that it doesn't vibrate as bad. Doesn't seem like it's sewing as fast. At least it's not vibrating everywhere. So I'm just going to keep lining this up. Bring it all the way. Finger press open. You finished a Jacob's Ladder quilt, Luana? That sounds fun. I want to do one, but I have an alternate design for Jacob's Ladder. And I actually wrote it down in my little booklet thing that I have. And then you're now doing a rick-rack quilt. What's rick-rack quilt? I'm going to have to Google that. For this, you mean, Diane? They're browns and golds and blacks and a little bit of blues. I ordered a brown and tan batik for the border colors. So when I get to the borders, obviously it'll be a few days before I get my order because I had to order it online. But I ordered one that's, you know, the same thing, the Timeless Treasures brand. And I just ordered a yard, so it's going to be a smaller border, but there's going to be 2 borders on this quilt. Maybe 3, it just depends on how the layout turns out looking or how big it ends up. Yeah, they're pretty colors. Very, very pretty. It's rare that I work with browns, and my background color is tan, and my accent color is black. Oh, okay. I'll look that up. I've probably seen it then. If I look, I'll probably go, hey, I've seen that before. Because I watch every video when they come out, so. I had to change my bobbin, but come back about an inch away from where it ran out. Just keep going. Keeping that 1/4 inch seam consistent. I kind of just hold the piece between 2 fingers down here, you know, like this, And then use this hand to align them as I go when I make strip units like this. Especially since I'm using a 1-inch strip in the middle. I want to make sure that it lines up just right because I don't want to change that size at all. I want it to stay 1 inch, the strip. Well, it's a 1/2 inch obviously now, but I'm pressing every time towards that small 1-inch strip. Right. And I don't want any folds or creases, so I want to make sure that it lays nice and flat as I go. Oh, the Rick Rack one is so easy. Yeah, I'll look it up. Is it a jelly roll or layer cake or what does it use? Because I know most of their videos uses pre-cuts. Call an ambulance. Can't get him to carve. What? Something wrong, Vicky? Like right now? There's that one. Uses jelly rolls. What happened, Vicky? Did he fall again? Almost fell? Or almost what? Almost what? I don't know. You shouldn't be watching then. You should be helping the husband. Hanging out with him while you wait for the ambulance. I'm just reading to see. I'll let you guys talk while I sew real quick. What did he have? A heart attack or heart and back? Is that the problem that he's having? Is a heart and back problem, Vicky? If you want, you can flip this when you're doing this. Flip your piece around to where your little 1-inch piece is on top instead of on bottom if you're trying to pay attention to that. But I just sew with it on the bottom. And line them up as I go. Everybody pray for Vicky's husband. Vicky, go tell Nick that everybody's praying for him, that everything will be good. I'm just gonna open this before I finger press it. Kind of just like pulling the seams because it seems like it's working easier when I pull them open on the way down before finger pressing. Making sure that that seam is always going towards my little 1-inch piece. And I'm like holding the pieces open as I finger press them. So one thing about batiks, they press so nicely. They press really flat. Oh, here's another one. So that slight pop of color. Like this piece is blacks and blues. So they really all go together. Like I chose the darker one with the blues for this one as well. It's contrast color. Well, Vicki, keep me posted on what's going on, okay? Kids are outside this window and I can hear them saying Scott saying, say hi to Tiffany and Tiffany and friends through the window or something like that. It's kind of funny. You can't take aspirin, Linda, so you have heart problems too? All right, almost to the bottom. Grab the next piece and sew them on. Yeah? It's fine. I think I needed to sleep it off. It kind of hurts to tip it back. Like I can still feel it. It's behind my ear, just down right here. That's it. Just this little area. I don't know what it. I must have just kinked it the way I sleep because I sleep in bed with my shoulder up under the pillow and the pillow between my head and shoulder. So whatever I did, it probably it's like this. You know what I mean? When I was sleeping. And the screw up part is I can only sleep on my right side still. I can't sleep on my left yet because there's still too much pressure where my incisions are on the left side. So, and I can't sleep on my back because, my back hurts so bad that it makes it impossible to fall asleep. And normally I sleep on my belly, but I can't do that yet either. So I'm pretty sure it's because I have my arm above my head in my sleep and I just kinked it. I don't know. It's probably just the tendon kind of kinked or a nerve pinched or something. It's not as bad as it was yesterday. Yesterday it was like I woke up the whole day long. It felt like I just woke up and that's the kink pain that I had. I iced it all day yesterday and then I took a hot shower in the middle of the night before going to sleep to relax it a little. And today I woke up and it was just fine. But I only slept probably 2 hours last night, or this morning, I should say. I had a hard time sleeping, but I'll take a nap later. That way I don't have to worry about feeling tired all day. So again, I'm just going to, before I finger press, I'm just going to kind of give it a little tug, because this fabric, batiks, like I said, they're really easy to work with. At first I didn't like them. I didn't like them at all. I don't like mixing them with regular fabrics either because of the feeling of them. But some patterns, it doesn't matter. This will be mostly this kind of fabric. I'm sure this would look good in any color too. So you can see here, all my accents are, I just swapped everything around and it looks really good. They all highlight each other, all these colors, so that's a plus. I like when things are pre-picked out color-wise. It makes it so much easier to add color to it when you're making something. You guys talking about the weather? What's the weather like everywhere else today? It's chilly here with some wind. The weather just cooled down like a lot, and it's supposed to be cool all week. That's why I'm wearing long sleeves and I'm wearing pants. Because it's chilly out. And you guys know me, I can't stand cold at all. Like, I just can't do it. It's less than 70 degrees, and 70 is my cutoff weather. Like, I can't handle anything lower than that. My body starts freaking out. It doesn't work properly. I gotta have 70 or above. Trying to keep this 1/4 inch seam as best as possible here. 84 in Florida right now. I know you got heavy snow, Vicky. You said that yesterday. Teresa, lots of rain and little cool feels good. Rain is killing you again. Now that sucks. Blow the wind or the rain here. We actually have lots and lots of rain clouds up in the sky. It's windy and everything, but it's not damp filling outside, so obviously it's probably not going to rain. But it may. Never know. Could surprise everybody with some rain here. It'd be nice. It's not nice for me, but or anybody else who's got arthritis. But it's nice for the ground and the area we live in, so that the summer isn't going to be too much drier if we get more rain before it hits. cord. Betty, you got the 90s for the next 3 days where you are in Florida. So 2 of you are in Florida right now. Is it muggy in Florida, Betty and Linda? Yeah, everybody send Vicky some heat in Michigan. That works. Send me some rain, Teresa, and everybody else can send the heat to Vicky where she lives. It's always cold and freezing and snowing. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd go stir crazy being stuck inside with all that snow. I couldn't do it because I wouldn't be able to go anywhere. It's too cold. Probably in the summer, yeah, Teresa, but the winter, I've just nothing but snow, she said. All this whole entire winter, it's all been snow, 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 lots and lots of snow. And then all those record-breaking snowfalls where there was like hundreds of inches. That's just too much snow. Too much snow. Had a strange thread just making its way around right here, moving around. It's kind of weird. Coming off the cotton. It's just making a big old cotton mess, and I got little thread shreds. It's funny. So far, I haven't gotten very far, but this has been pretty fun to make. So by the time it comes to the layout, it should be even funner. I have it all right here, but obviously you guys can't see my writing on video. I guess I gotta learn to start writing in Sharpie or markers so that you guys can see when I show something. Because obviously my patterns don't come with a PDF. You can't download them. But the visual and audio instructions should be good enough for you guys. Let's see. Very down, stay down. The kids never have it. We're at 100 plus. I'm going to be praying for snow. Moved to the South 12 years ago from New Hampshire to get away from the snow. Yeah, see, that's what I would do. I would move away from the snow. You guys don't even know. It gets to 120 here. It's regular all summer is between 109 and 116. Then there's that few weeks where it's 117 to 121. But I like it. I don't know why. I'll go out and lay in the pool and just relax all summer long. I actually like the heat. It's very rare for somebody to say that, but I actually like it. My body fares well with it. Are you back? Were you playing outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, were you having fun? Fun outside?
Fast.
Yep, sewing fast.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this seam done. Linda's originally from upstate New York, moved to Florida in their family and get away from the freezing cold and snow too. Yeah, but you guys went right. Florida is muggy in the summertime, isn't it? It's the humidity levels are like 80, 90, 100% humidity. That's the thing that we don't have here. No humidity, just heat. Dry heat. What do you think you're doing? Don't touch. I had a good setting. My little helper is making lots of sounds.
Yeah.
Your heart is humid. I can actually tolerate snow better than rain. Tiffany, we were there when it was 116 degrees. That's damn hot. Yeah, I like it though.
Tiffany
Like
loves
the
the summer. She loves the heat here. I love our winters. She loves the summer.
Yeah, I don't like when it gets humid at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
The baby girl's the smartest girl in the world. I tell you that.
You want a kiss? Okay, go get kiss.
She amazed me though.
Kisses and hugs. Don't drop anything.
Sorry.
Sorry. What'd you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Well,
Yeah, put it back. Leave it alone. It's humid there in Kentucky too. Again, making sure if you have that 1/4 inch seam nice and straight, it will look like one solid piece, like it was never cut. Got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strip sets left to sew together. Strip units, I should call it. I should go pretty quick getting this done. Oh, she turned my machine down again. She likes to move the button. I should say knobs because they're technically not buttons. It's a slider knob. Trying to get that speed back to where I had it. Hey. You guys see this thing just wanting to move everywhere? Can't get my speed the way I had it. There we go. Right there. Shh. No noise. You hardly go out in the summer, Linda.
Mommy.
Let's see, it's hard on the makeup, clothes, and hair. Yeah. I don't wear makeup and I don't really do my hair, so I don't have that to worry about if I lived in an area like that, you know? I would have to worry about being in pain constantly. People who live in the north and south is
Yeah.
The north, they hibernate in the winter, and those in the south hibernate in the summer, right? Or they have people like snowbirds that come here. They come from northern states to get away from the snow. Touch it one more time and you can get butt smack. Yes. Stop touching my button. But what was I saying? A lot of them, the snowbirds come here to get away from the winter up there. They're still here, some of them. And then they go back and they go out in their snow, but they travel instead. They come down here and stay for a couple months or places that are close around here. Got to work around this kid. She really wants to be on my lap helping today.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta keep your head away so I can see though. Keep your head back. I need to be able to see. Gotta line my pieces up. See, and you've made my thing move and jump around again, and I had it just right.
Right.
Yeah, I had it just right. Head back. You guys like how I do that? Just put her head back to stay out of my way. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys do too, Diane. We do. We get lots of them. This whole area from Bullhead, Kingman, Parker, Havasu here, all this whole area in Needles, California, even California Lake, or Havasu Lake, California, I should say. This whole area, this lakey area along the river, we get lots of snowbirds. They come here and they get on their boats and play in the wintertime out on the lake and fish and all that kind of stuff. And then around Easter, everybody disappears. Yeah, we can't touch it. Yep, I got boo-boos on my fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, turning it around. Oh. All right, Vicky, go be with your husband and with the ambulance and stuff.
I'm making.
It's 11:15. In another half hour, I'm gonna leave anyway, so you're gonna have to get off.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Triana.
That's okay. I can do this video in many parts. Come on, get down. Thank you. Oh, give me my piece. Thank you.
Where does Linda live? Does she get lots of snowbirds too?
In Florida.
Oh, yep.
What?
Yep. Good tourist town.
What?
Oh.
What?
It was this way that I was working. Sasha, you want to come say hi today?
I've been trying to get her over there.
Come over here, Sasha. Sasha,
Sasha's,
come here.
Sasha's going through the ups and downs.
Just go over.
Okay. If she comes over here.
And I always like to look and make sure, oh, look at that. Perfect corduroy seam. So here's another one.
Okay, you guys don't need to open it. Now you go.
Okay, Vicky. I'll talk to you later. Take care of that husband. Her husband's going to the hospital right now.
Okay.
Hospital, yes.
Peanuts.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
look
can't
at
have
that.
peanuts. And she goes to the hospital.
She knows that Sissy went to the hospital because of peanuts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hospital.
Yeah, no peanuts for Sissy.
Peanuts.
Yeah, you want to come say hi?
Chip.
Say hi. Say hi to everybody.
Come say hi.
This is my little cuteness.
Say hi. Look at you on TV.
She
Look,
doesn't see.
you're on TV. Look. Get her. Show everyone that smile. Show everyone that smile. Get her.
She doesn't see she's on TV. She just wants to mess with you now.
Look at, they said hi.
Hi.
Joshie, they said hi.
Hi.
She's off. She went.
Red.
No tree. Don't touch.
Nah.
Nope, you can't have that. Trying to get these all sewn. I wish I can go faster. You don't touch that. No.
Paper.
Yeah, that's my paper.
Paper.
Yeah, you have your own paper. Why don't you draw a picture and show everybody? Draw a picture. Draw a picture and we'll show people. No.
Pee-pee.
Yeah, draw a picture on your paper. Get your pencil.
Drop.
Nope, that's not. That's for marking fabric. You can't have that. Where's your pencil?
No.
Yeah, get your pencil.
Pee-pee.
Hi, Faith.
How?
Yeah, get your pencil. You draw a picture. Show. You can show everybody.
How?
You draw a picture.
How?
No, you. You do.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Arguing with a 3-year-old here.
House.
Stay laying flat. Trying to keep my piece laying flat so that it doesn't shift at all. You don't want it to shift, so you got to make sure that that pressed piece lays nice.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you want to sew with your smaller piece on the top, then do so. But you don't. I got a little skimpy on my 1/4 inch right there. Again. Trying to keep it nice because I want it to be equal on every piece. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but I do want it to at least be equal. Nothing else will line up if it's not done correctly.
Hello. Oh.
Where's that girl going? How you doing? Hey, there's a triada in here.
It's it.
Hold on. That's gotta get out.
Yes, I just have a drawing of all my directions and how I want to lay it out. I'll have to draw it better. Then I could take a picture and post it in the group with the instructions, if you want. Like I said, this one is super easy. You can use the 6-inch strips, which the Timeless Treasures sells that. That's what I'm using for the Tonga treats. Or you can use any other 6-inch roll, like go to Tuesday Morning. They sell those 6-inch rolls. I don't know if every Tuesday Morning in the country has them, but they're boutiques as well. They're really colorful too, so it would probably look really awesome. And or you can use a jelly roll, but the jelly roll should have matching colors in it if you want to do it like this. And then you'll have to have a contrasting color because you'll need a color to go in between them, So you can use whatever. And then the background fabric has its own contrasting accent color as well.
Push.
So, and that's,
Tooth.
I have 3 yards over there, but technically you only need 2.5 yards. But I buy in full yardage instead of halves. And then for my accent color for the background is a 3/4 of a yard is all that's needed. Obviously I have a yard here though. And it should make a queen size quilt. Or at least large. I don't have all that down because I have a hard time doing all the math in the beginning. Besides the math to put the pieces together, obviously. But yeah, when I get a chance later or something, I'll draw up with a Sharpie on a piece of paper the directions. And I'll post it in the group. So those watching later, just remember you have to go down in the description below, take the link to the group, and or if you're already in the group, it'll be on there. If I don't get it done today, then I'll do it tomorrow for sure. This pattern does not have a name. I have a hard time making up a name for something when it's on a piece of paper. It doesn't come to me till after it's put together, you know? And then I look at it from far and say, oh, hey, that's what I should call this. So right now it's a no name, and I'll change all the information on the videos once it does have a name. That way it makes it easier to find later. Right now we're just having some Friday fun. Pretty much just keeping myself busy and not thinking of horrible pain and tiredness and so on and so forth that I have every single day. Because this is my therapy, as everybody knows. I'm trying to make sure I don't have a crease, and I've kind of accidentally just pressed a little crease into this. So I gotta pull it and fix it. All right, let's add that next piece to it. You guys do like when I make videos in whole from start to finish, right? Showing every part of putting it together. Because I kind of like showing it in whole too. I like the idea if I was watching it in whole. I don't like watching just snippets of how something's put together. So I'm hoping that you guys are the same. I like the being able to, you see it from like just pieces and you're like, oh, okay, I wonder how that's going to look. And then you see it come together and you're like, what? You know? Okay, good. I'm glad you guys like watching the whole thing come together. I have a skippy 1/4 inch right here. Again. I gotta pay attention a little bit better. All right, I'm glad, yes, that you guys like watching the whole thing come together. That's one thing that other video channels, other quilting channels don't do, is you don't get to see the whole thing come together. And so for me personally, I'm like you guys. I want to see the whole thing being put together. I like how Jordan Fabrics finally, at first they didn't, but now she does, puts it on the long arm and shows, you know, whatever design she's choosing to quilt on it. But other than that, I mean, you see how some pieces are come together, and then they obviously pause and put more together and then finish the video when all the pieces are done. Because you've seen her change clothes sometimes in some of them, so I know it's taken a couple days for some of the videos that she does. But I prefer to see the whole thing. I like the whole thing. So I'm glad you guys do too. You know what I like about batiks? That they don't shred very easily, like at all. Like there's no shredding at all to them. The only thing about these little 1-inch pieces is they're just a little bit harder to hold open, but once it's together, it looks really awesome. Yeah, I do too. The cream will also, it's like a tannish cream that I chose. It looks really good with it too. And then the black. But you guys know I use black in almost everything. And I'm not really a fan of like goldish colors or anything, but this is even with, it's like browns, tans, blues, golds, you know, I think they look really good together. Normally I wouldn't have bought these, you know, these wouldn't be something I would choose fabric wise, because I like bold colors. So these are toned down, but very strong and make a statement colors. So adding this solid background is going to look really good with all this. All right, there's another one. Obviously, some of these prints, you can't really see the whole thing. Just make sure that you mix them with your darks and lights. That's one thing that's going to make this pattern come out. It's got to be the darks and lights. My tummy's gurgling. You guys probably can hear it. It's pretty loud. time, so. So today is going to be more than one video, just letting you know for this pattern, because I'll have to take a break and eat, and I got to go watch the baby while the other one goes to school, and I can't let her run while I sew, because then she'll get into everything on her own, you know. That's true, Diane. My heart is here. This is my home. I know Teresa's heart is definitely up in Michigan with her family. All right, let's add the other side. I'm going to sew this piece on, finger press it, and then I'm going to have to take a break for a little while and come back when I am done with eating and stuff and watching baby and getting one to school and stuff. So just so you guys know, okay, today's videos will be a couple videos until this is done. So make sure your phones and your tablets and your devices are charged. That way you guys can off and on watch all day. Because today is Fun Friday and we're going to have lots of fun making this. Well, I'm going to have fun making it. You guys are just going to have fun watching me make it. And then deciding whether you're going to make it or not too. Because I'm pretty sure you're going to want it. Pretty sure it's going to be something that you guys are going to go, oh, I'm making that. I'm going to the store to buy some more fabric. I'm making that. The only thing that's not going to get done is the borders, because unfortunately I had to order that fabric. Yeah, I will. Kind of helping really to pull these open before finger pressing, because now the seam just naturally wants to go that way when you pull on it, you know. In some spots it doesn't go that way, but the rest of it is. It's all naturally going to the side. Just a couple spots that needs a little bit of a help to get it that way.
I don't think you went yet. You go. These girls
All
said,
right.
"I know. Goodbye, everybody."
All right. I'm gonna get off of here for now, guys.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go, and then we'll come back, and I'll sew the last of these 5 strips units, and then we'll get the background cut and the accent color cut, and then sew those together. So we, in total, we'll have 20 sets like this. And don't forget, this project requires the strip tube ruler too. So if you guys want to start it today and start getting going, you need a strip tube ruler, a 6-inch strip set, and or 2.5-inch strips, but you need accent colors. So for both the back and top, you would need 3/4 of a yard each accent color. So my background has its own. I have 3 yards of accent color, or my background color, but I only need 2.5, but I have 3 because somehow something always happens and I always need more yardage. Other than that, contrasting colors. That's why I used the 6-inch strips, cut 2.5-inch strips and a 1-inch strip so that I can have these accent colors. See how that is? So they're matched, darks and lights got their own color group, and I made 10 dark piles and 10 light piles, and then put 2 and 2 together and made it fun. So I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Bye for now.